We come back to the capital, and like we said, the senators are meeting to try and unlock the deadlock on the revenue sharing formula and what the way forward is. And like I mentioned, Vincent Odor is on that story and now joins us live to give us an idea of what the situation is as at the moment and what to expect. Vincent?
Absolutely, we are expecting a stormy session this afternoon as senators will be fighting it out on the floor of the House to decide how they are going to share the 316.5 billion shillings to the 47 counties. You know, these will be coming after the mediation committee approach meticulously flopped after one side or one faction that is being led by Elgeyo Marakwet, Senator Kipchumba Murkomen, failed to submit the names of their members so that the committee can be formed. And therefore, this thing has had now to go to the House. And therefore, this afternoon, the two factions, Faction 1 is led by Kipchumba Murkomen, that is supporting counties that are losing out on the new formula. And the other one that is being led by Senate Majority Whip Irungu Kang'ata, that is supporting the government-backed formula. And therefore, the two sides today are going to square it out on the floor of the House to decide now, moving forward, which formula are they going to use to share or to allocate the monies to the counties. Remember, what is happening is that after the faction that is supporting those counties that are losing out refused to engage the other side in any negotiation or mediation, they decided to come up with some amendments that were triggered by Meru Senator Mithika Linturi. And these amendments or proposals were submitted yesterday to the office of the clerk of the Senate. And therefore, the amendments will also be tabled in the House. And therefore, what will happen today, after debating, members are expected, especially the 47 elected members, senators, are expected to vote on which way forward. And therefore, if they are going to vote and adopt the amendments brought by Linturi, then that is going to carry the day. And therefore, the voting process is what we are waiting to see today to see how it is going to end. Remember, every faction or each faction is saying they have the numbers to decide on the way forward. And therefore, these are matter to wait and see. Remember, the Speaker has been very frustrated. The Speaker of the Senate, Ken Lusaka, has been very frustrated because their move to try and ensure they have a consensus so that each and every member is happy on which formula is going to be used flop. And therefore, today they're going to vote. Remember, this formula that has been, or these amendments that have been proposed by Linturi, it says that they want at least 270 billion shillings to be shared equally to all the 47 counties. And then the remaining balance from the 316.5 billion shillings be shared to all the counties based on a number of indexes, you know, like the population index, the poverty level, land area, and also by looking at the status of a number of sectors in these counties like the health or agriculture. And these are the things that they are proposing to be used to share the remaining balance to the other counties. But remember, if you go with the formula that is backed by the government, that was brought forth by the Committee on Finance after being proposed by the Commission on Revenue Allocation, you will realize that out of the 47 counties, 29 counties will be gaining on the new formula, while 18 counties will be losing on the new formula. And that is something that has deeply divided the senators, whereby they're arguing that there has to be a formula whereby you don't remove some monies from other counties, especially those that are marginalized, and then you add up to other counties that have been well off for some time. And therefore, that is what caused the division. And today, after a number of efforts for mediation failed, negotiation failed, and therefore today, it's going to be decided on a vote count. And therefore, we are waiting for this session that is likely, or it's going to begin at 2:30 p.m. Today on the floor of the Senate to see the way forward. Because remember, governors have been complaining that this ongoing stalemate has been hurting the counties because a number of them have been unable to fund some of their essential services that they are expected to deliver to the residents of the counties. And they are saying, especially coming at this time amidst COVID-19, they're saying they're lacking funds to even fund some of the initiatives that were put up or that were established to combat the spread of the virus in the counties. And therefore, governors will be waiting to see what is going to transpire today and to see whether really this stalemate that is starving counties of resources is going to end. And therefore, remember also there are also political undertones on this, because remember, others feel that President Uhuru Kenyatta and ODM leader Raila Odinga have something to do with what is happening, or they are supposed to do something to end the stalemate. As even you look at some of the counties that are losing out people, when you look at the axis, some of them you realize have been supporting the ODM leader for quite a while. Others that are gaining, much of them, people argue some from the regions that have been supporting President Uhuru Kenyatta. And therefore, this is something that is also taking a political angle. Because whether you like it or not, when it comes to sharing of resources, it is a political process. Because even the House that is mandated to appropriate funds that are being used in the counties, or even by the national government to the citizens, it has to be appropriated by the National Assembly or Parliament. And therefore, this is basically also a political process that you can't, divorce it from the political process and also argue about only the economic part of it. And therefore, that is it for now. And we'll bring you the session live at 2:30. We see what will happen. For now, I'm taking you back to studio.